Hi everybody, it's Jeanette Vilda. So I have yet another folio because I love making folios. This one uses the gorgeous paper kit Garden Crawler by SS Digital Studio. And the kit is actually a loaded tag pockets. And yeah. If I see a journal, I want to turn it into cards. If I see loaded pockets, I have to turn it into a folio. I like to show you that you can take these and do anything with them. That there is so much room for imagination with these digital kits. And that they can be mixed. Now this one isn't too mixy because I just love this beautiful kit. But I do also use some of her grungy lined and blank papers, and just for some background, to make some cards, that kind of thing throughout. So let's take a look at this. Now I made the folio itself from hanging file folders. So you know, the kind that have the little metal bar in it and then hang file folders. And I did that instead of just regular old manila file folders because they have a little bit more heft to them. However, they were still a little softer than I would have liked. But that was great for the spine, especially this spine over here. But in order to, I wanted this spine on here to be, you know, nice and strong. So I just doubled up. I took... So this is the file folder that I used, a piece of, and you can see it's a little wobbly. So I just took strips of it, stacked them up, and put them into the spine. That gave me a nice solid spine. And really just 2 strips stacked up gave me a solid enough spine, combined with the file folder already, you know, folded around. So I got a really good spine. On this side, I wanted it to curve, as you can see. So this is just the file folder as it was, and utilizing, you know, the fold lines to give me a nice curved spine here. And then everything is reinforced with book tape on all of the folds, but also here just to match, make it look right. And then for the base pages, so all of the base pages of the folio itself, this is one of the background. There's, I believe, 4 background papers that comes with the Garden Crawler kit. I chose this one. This is the same paper for every one of the background pages on the folio itself. And I printed it on, not massively, what's it, 220, I don't know, GSM, somewhere around there. Solid, not cardstock, but a good solid paper. I think I have one here. So you can hear, but you can still see. Yeah, but solid. So gave me a little more reinforcement for the folio. So now I've got a nice bendy folio that allows me to wrap around, but I have some stability, you know, for the overall book. All right, so that covered, and I just made this little closure can be done 2 ways, and excuse the bang 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 of the cute little beads. Right now you saw I had it wrapped around with a bow, and it's just tied here, and then, but you can also bring the 2 together, wrap it around like this, and then tuck it in. And so there's 2 ways to do that closure. Now hopefully you'll stay nicely over there and not make a lot of noise. So not a whole lot of decoration on the cover itself until we get inside. And then on this side we have, so there's a local store here called Teddy, and T-E-D-I. That's how I've always pronounced it. Teddy. The Germans might pronounce it some other way, but I would just call it Teddy. And they have these wonderful packets of die cuts. if you happen to be here in Germany or have a teddy, this is what it was. There was one filled with butterflies, and then another one with little insects. It had some butterflies in it too, but really, and you can see just $1 for a bunch of die cuts. So got those, and so they worked really nicely with this kit. I also added in a bunch of stickers and ticket stubs, just different things that I had in my stash to add some interest across the pages. So here right off the bat, we have a cute little pocket with just an adorable little caterpillar and this little tag. And most of the tags I backed with, so this is hand colored paper. I keep saying dyed, but really it isn't dyed. I colored it. And it's got some shimmer to it. I think the light, if I change the light just a bit, there, you can see the shimmer just a little bit more. I'm going to go back down because it helps not to kill my camera. You can also see some sheen. Now, obviously, your printer doesn't print out that little sheen. How I do this is I use Sakura glaze pens. And this one, I've used the clear to go over things like this. The little buggy boo, I don't know if you can see that. His little eyes have the glaze pen over it. I also used a white glaze pen, so you'll see that as well. It's not overly, like if you used glossy accents, right, you'd get a pretty thick impression, you know, of a glossiness. Of course, it's also hard to, you know, get like these spindly legs exactly. But like I said, one, you can't control it very well. It's really best for like nice big areas, and it's like you know, really blast your face. I like this. Just it has this nice subtle little sheen, and if I really want an extreme sheen, I just go over it twice. So I put it, you know, use the pen, go over this space once, let it dry completely, and go over it again, and I get a really nice glaze. And it's not overly abundant, you know, it's not in your face, but it's just this nice little subtleness that I think, especially for a set like this where you've got these little bugs that make them kind of pop out, is just, I love. Okay, so in here is simply a little notebook that I put together with all hand-colored paper. And I'll do a very fast little flip through, show you. There's also some papers, book pages from a book on putting together your garden, right? Maintaining your garden, what to do with certain plants, and that's throughout. I thought it fit with the bugs, and I colored those as well along with the other pages. And as you can see, there's a lot of shimmer in these papers. Some have, they're still shimmery. It's not coming out as much on the camera, but some have a little shimmer, some have a lot of shimmer. And so this is, and it's, as you can see, I haven't put any stamps, stickers, pockets, anything. So this is really just, you want to sit and journal, you can sit and journal. And as you can see, it was, the book itself has been stitched together and it's held in by a ribbon. I didn't do it too tight at the moment. I can tighten that up later, but I really wanted you to see that. And then this can easily be taken out, so you can sit and journal without, you know, the, maybe if you're a righty and that gets in your way. You can take it out, write, take it with you, and then put it right back into your journal. This also allows you to fill this up, take it out, put in a new one, right? And the rest is just the other side of the pages. So that's this part of the folio. Then we have the middle part. Now this is the fun part. Now this is made up very similar to it, you know, if you remember the Tim Holtz folios. I don't know if they have those anymore. I haven't seen them. The brown ones that were done with almost like the same manila folder, but hard or thicker materials. I made it much like that, although this is all done by hand and to my own dimensions that I like, but it's very much like that. We have these two little flaps up here. We have gorgeous little butterfly from the ephemera set, and this is another die cut from yet another set of Teddy die cuts that I got. It says Order of Dances, which I just think is adorable, but added that in for an extra little journal spot. And then at the bottom flap, if I can get that into the camera, is just this little circle from the ephemera set, and adorable. Now, a few of these, I had thought that I had taken all of the pieces with me to do my little editions of the glossy. Some of them I forgot, and so I need to go back and add that. So like his little eyeballs don't have the pretty little glossies, and the little snail down there didn't have the little touches that I wanted to add. So I'll go back and do that. And here, so I did print some of the extra ephemera pieces. I printed them 2 to a page, and so I got a nice little tiny size. And that's just inked on the back. Okay, here's some rustling in the back. That's my husband. This is an envelope, right? This envelope actually came as for Christmas. I am a member of the Sticky Club, and so every month I get a really awesome little bag of stickers. And for Christmas they had an advent calendar, and so the 25 days of Christmas you got an envelope, really pretty, all different colors, but all the same gorgeousness with gold little frames and for an address and whatnot, and all done up. And I see that I totally forgot there should be a little, like this guy. I forgot to stick him on there. So imagine, if you will, one of these little guys stuck right there. So, oh boy, forgot that one. Yeah, so that's envelope is from that. Really cute. And I've got 24 more of them in different colors. And the little pattern on it's a little different. And then on the inside, it has another really pretty pattern. And so in there, there's some more background papers. Like I said, there's 4 background papers with the Garden Color kit. And so this card is made of remnants from making some of the other pieces, and nicely fit perfectly, the last little bit here. Just added some lined paper from my stash, took one of the little tickets from the kit, wrapped it around, and then another little label from my stash. Makes a nice little tag. And since this envelope is the first little flap here, I wanted to make sure that what it went in there was nice and stable, so that and then this little butterfly keeps them tucked in, so it doesn't curl too much, because the pressure is going to make that curl just a bit. And since that was nice and soft, I didn't want it to overly curl, and so nice big tag in there keeps it nice and straight. All right, and as you can see, I've kind of mimicked what was in the Tim Holtz with all the little flaps. And again, I made that part out of manila folder. So a plain old manila folder, just to give it a little more bendability. And then I hand stitched it together. All right, so this first one is another one of those little background papers. And I front and backed it. So, and we have one of the little tickets acting as a pocket for one of these really adorable little tags that I put some of my colored paper on. Feed your soul. And again, so you'll see throughout little stickers. So this one is a little sticker from a stash. And then on this side, we have a little label from the kit. Another little label there, and this just flaps open. So this is that other kit that I was talking about, the lined papers, lined and blank papers. I'll have a link down below to that. And I printed them 2 to a page, and so it gives me a nice little flap here. Alright, and then this is that same kit, the grungy lined blank papers, and this time I made a little envelope out of it, and that's from the ephemera, and I just popped him up on some fun foam, and that gives me a nice little way to wrap my ribbon. And here we have another card, so it's the same paper. Of course I had leftovers, so I got to use up my bits. A little rub-on in from the ephemera kit, and of course that's more of my hand-colored paper. Well, he wants to be a stinker. Go in there. Of course, now you want to be rude. Okay. This is one of the tags, and I've just kind of used him in the envelope to make another little pocket here. And we have another journal card with some more colored paper. And then we have, we have a flap. And some more, so that's the other side of that paper. I just printed them double-sided. And a little tag, and again, this is more from the lined and blank papers. And just cut it down to just back up the tag so you can see it a little better. And see how, I don't know, hopefully you can see his little eyes. I just love that. And then here we have another little journal card. And again, he's all... And this is just a little ticket from my stash for a little pull tab. Okay. And then over here, we have another little journal card for holding this little guy. And this is the white glaze pen. It's hard to see the white, but in real life, it's, you know, has just a tiny bit of raised to it, and so that adds to the image. I really love that. And then this flaps open, and we have a little pocket here for another tag, and some more of my colored paper. Slay your day, and another little ticket. And then on the back here, I have another little tag. Now this is actually another pocket, so you could add something in there. Lovely little snail, and his eyeball is glazed. And another little tag with some more colored paper. And then this flap, we have a little pocket. This is a rub-on, just a gold, you can't see the sparkle very well, but gold rub-on, the ephemera. And then on this, there's a little tag in the back there. And a little bug. This is from that die cut set. One of the words from the kit. And just a little ruler from my stash. And we have this gorgeous tag. And again, I've taken the white glaze pen and then the clear. I love how that works. And some colored paper. And then this flaps. My froggy page. And again, this is from the lined and blank pages. We've got just some blank here to do some writing or some pictures. And then we've got a little pocket here for a couple of the little ephemera pieces. I love that bug. And then down here is just for pretties. I mean, you could put a picture label. This is from a pad of paper that I found, and I haven't the foggiest idea what it says. Bodenstedt Anthology, I know that word. Friedrich Anthology. I have no idea, but fun. So hopefully it's not saying anything bad, because I have the foggiest idea what it says. Okay, on this last flap, we have another little flap here, but it's kind of held in place by this little guy. So he's just hanging there, and that helps the flap not to flap when the page is turned, but that's not totally, because not too necessary, but I thought it was really cute. And so this little guy is in there. Pretty back colored paper, and then we've got another little tag, small pretty paper, and then this, go in there. Okay, this is a flap, and then there's also a pocket here for anything. And then this flaps that way. And on this page, I can get that out of there. There we go. And the nice big doily that I colored as well. Another tag, some more little stuff from my stash. Like I said, I had some offcuts from making all of the background pages. So I used that with, this is out of a page out of a diary. And I just glued that down so that you have a nice little booklet. Little bug from the little die cuts, and things just fell off my wall. Okay, and then finally this back page, we have a couple little pockets, and here we have a little journal card. Come on, go back in there. And a little tag. And my colored paper. And this is another die cut from another set of die cuts from Teddy. So that's it. It's a simple little folio. Too adorably cute. Oh, the flaps, I just, rather than make the thing simple, it's just held together with a clip. Works just as well. Easy to do, don't have to like measure or pop, all that stuff. Just nice little clip, and there's room with the curve of the turn here to hold that in place. And if you make a little more room on each side, you can put them on both sides. Find that easy peasy. If I can do this without making a lot of noise again. There we go. So simple little folio, and again this is using a loaded tag set, and then also that lined and blank pages papers. I think you could do the whole folio without that additional set, but I like how it just adds, it gives you a few other options for adding like journal areas and cards and things. Just wanted to show you that just because a kit comes to you saying, this is loaded tags, you can use it in a number of different ways. I made this entire thing from that one kit. Plus, like I said, I don't think you would need it. You could make those same flaps with like this paper or even cardstock. I just liked and had that other kit, so added that in. Alright, so if you have questions, comments, leave them down below. Definitely go take a look at these kits from SS Digital Studio, and I will see you next time.